There's nothing better than the smell of cinnamon rolls baking, but let's be honest, most mornings don't leave time for yeast dough. My daughter absolutely loves cinnamon rolls, but with her food allergies, making them from scratch isn't always something I have time for. So these bakery-style cinnamon roll muffins have become a great shortcut. They have all of those cozy cinnamon roll flavors in a soft bakery-style muffin, and they're completely egg-free, dairy-free, and nut-free, so everyone at the table can enjoy them. Let's get started by adding some flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and just a touch of cardamom with some sugar into a large bowl. The cardamom isn't overpowering, but it adds a subtle warmth that pairs beautifully with the cinnamon. Give everything a quick whisk until it's evenly combined. Now for the wet ingredients. In a separate bowl, whisk together the melted dairy-free butter, dairy-free milk, applesauce, and vanilla extract until it's smooth. The applesauce replaces the eggs here while keeping the muffin soft and tender. Pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and gently fold everything together. Stop mixing as soon as you don't see dry flour anymore. A few small lumps are perfectly fine. They'll give you a lighter, fluffier muffin. For the cinnamon swirl, stir together the brown sugar, cinnamon, and melted dairy-free butter until the mixture looks like damp sand. Now it's time to assemble the muffins. Start by adding a layer of batter to the bottom of each muffin cup. I like using a cookie scoop to keep everything evenly portioned. Before adding the rest of the batter, sprinkle about a teaspoon of the cinnamon filling into each muffin. Be sure to reserve about 2 tablespoons of the filling. You'll use that for the tops later. Now take a toothpick or a knife and just gently swirl everything together. A couple of passes is all you need. You want ribbons of cinnamon throughout the muffin without completely blending everything together. Now we're going to cover the cinnamon layer with the remaining batter, and then we will sprinkle the reserved cinnamon over the tops. As the muffins bake, the cinnamon sugar caramelizes slightly, creating those beautiful bakery-style cracks and ridges that make these look just as good as they taste. These bake at 375 degrees for about 20 to 22 minutes, or until the tops are lightly golden and a toothpick comes out clean, or just a few moist crumbs attached. While the muffins cool, whisk together the powdered sugar, dairy-free milk, and vanilla, and just a pinch of salt for the glaze. If you'd like a thicker glaze like the one I'm piping onto these muffins, simply whisk in a little more powdered sugar until it reaches the consistency you like. A thinner glaze will soak into the muffins more, while a thicker glaze sits beautifully on top. And once the muffins have cooled slightly, spoon or pipe the glaze over each one. I kept it simple by snipping the corner off a sandwich bag, which makes it easy to create those classic cinnamon roll swirls without any special equipment. These muffins are soft, fluffy, filled with ribbons of cinnamon sugar, and topped with just the right amount of sweet vanilla glaze. They're everything my daughter loves about cinnamon rolls, but in a recipe that's completely dairy-free, egg-free, and nut-free, and ready in a fraction of the time. If you enjoyed cooking with me today, I'd love to have you subscribe so you don't miss future allergy-friendly recipes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.